Welcome back, folks. It's me, your most favorite podcast person of all time, Dom.
Started out with a lie.
Before I introduce who else is here, I just want to say I still don't know where Wallace is, but I also have not looked yet. So don't be alarmed. He could be anywhere, but he could be. All right, good. He's not behind me, but he could be in the house. I just don't know.
For all you video viewers, don't be surprised if you see him come up behind Dom with a steak knife in the middle of the episode and Dom has a gasp.
Yeah. It's just because he needs me to cut his steak for him. That's what he's reminding me of. I usually don't think about it until we start the podcast. That's why I haven't found him yet.
Chew it for me and put it in my mouth like a baby bird.
With some Four Roses.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm also
the marinade he uses. It softens the meat up.
He just cooks the steak and soaks in Four Roses for 2 days so we can just like
ready to eat.
Pulled pork, but it's steak.
It's like booze melon,
but bourbon steak.
But bourbon steak. Hey, it works for TGI Fridays. Works for me. I mean, Wallace, not me.
The worst is Applebee's does a Fireball barbecue sauce.
That's not real, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
A couple times I've been at Applebee's.
Fireball
like,
is not a nice
really
smoky
good
flavor for barbecue.
No.
It's fucking it's like candy. It's fucking.
I'm like, I'm gonna
candy.
get this sandwich, and I look, I'm like, oh, Fireball barbecue sauce. No, I'm all set. I'll get something else.
That's disgusting. I hope that dies out.
It can't be good.
No, it cannot be. Fuck you.
I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I'm also here with Joe.
Hello.
How's it going, Joe?
Going pretty good. I just had a minor setback on the podcast. A mouse tried to chew through my wall in the middle of we didn't get to record yet, but
Joe, I'm glad you brought that up.
20 minutes behind schedule here.
That brings me to why Dylan isn't here.
Oh yeah,
he told me to not say this until we started the podcast, but he texted me about an hour and 25 minutes ago.
Yeah,
and said, "Don't start the pod yet. I'm going to chew through Joe's wall."
I didn't know he could fit such a small space. He's a big guy.
Me neither. So yeah, he chose, instead of being on the podcast, he chose to somehow get inside of your wall and
he freaked me
try
right
to chew
out.
his way out.
Yeah, it's not good. So don't be alarmed if I keep darting my eyes to the corner of the room, and if I do suddenly stand up and start screaming, it's because he's trying to enter. He's trying to make an entry.
He stands up and screams like the housewife in Tom and Jerry.
I'm gonna stand up and scream like one of the sand people as I whack the hole of my stick. Anyway,
meanwhile, I spend every episode randomly going like this, and I just don't bring it up.
That's just because of all the spirits and the ghosts you see in your house from haunted pasts, from wallpapers long gone and still remaining.
Wallpapers.
Hell yeah!
Crazy.
So
it's some sort of
like
rodent,
steel
I'm
wool.
assuming. I'm assuming some kind of rodent that's chewing through your wall.
It's definitely a mouse. It's too small to be anything else.
Mice are pretty well known for their teeth.
They are.
Can you think of any other animals that are known for their teeth?
Beavers.
That's a good one. It's not what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I was going to say sharks. What are you, an idiot?
Sharks
Beavers?
Also known for their teeth, certainly. Known for being able to regrow their teeth, which is not a common trait that a lot of animals have. Humans, for example, can't regrow their teeth. And once we lose them, after we're babies, after your baby teeth, those are all gone for good. But rodents, like beavers or mice, for example, their teeth are constantly growing. And they actually have to gnaw on things to grind them down. Otherwise, they grow too large. They need to chew. So unlike people, where if you chew too much, your teeth file away into little daggers and you break your teeth off, for them, it's a good thing. And for me, it's a bad thing because
and
that
it's not even
right there is not real.
It's not even like, oh, after our baby teeth fall out, you grow new. It's like, no. Your adult teeth are just always up above.
They're up. Yeah, the X-rays are horrifying.
And then once they fall out, they go, okay, now we're ready to come down. They're always there.
And that's the rest of your life. That's all the teeth you have. You're born with all the teeth you're gonna have, and they just slowly arrive. Very creepy. I'm glad I don't remember teething. It seems like a discomfortable situation. Uncomfortable.
Don't you think? Well, I guess that makes sense. The hole's already there. I was just about to say, don't you think it's interesting how teething hurts, but adult teeth coming down doesn't? Because it's not breaking through gums. It's just following the hole.
True. It's just following the hole. Yeah. Which I like to do, like a mouse. Anyways, enough about rodents. We're not here to talk about rodents today. We're here to talk about reptilia and a certain kind of reptilia. And Dom, I don't want to take it. It is your show.
Yeah, sorry. I was kind of working on a thing here about like animals with teeth,
Yeah.
and you just kind of
You weren't working that hard
kind
though,
of
so I was doing well. I was building the sandbag wall for you because you're hitting there. You had your feet up drinking a twisted tea because you like to keep it twisted.
This is a Rolling Rock. What are you talking about?
We're not sponsored by Twisted Tea.
I drank Angry Orchards less than a week ago for the first time in years.
Whoa, I had those since I was like 21, probably.
Dude, I remember like the last time I had them, I was like, oh yeah, no, I get it. Like it tastes like you're drinking alcohol a little bit, but it's like really, really sugary.
Yeah.
No, it just tastes like apple juice. It doesn't even taste like a cider.
Yeah.
It just tastes like you're drinking Mott's apple juice. That's the strength of a Budweiser.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's just the appeal of it, I guess. But it is. I'm not against cider, but I am against Angry Orchard at this point in my life.
Yeah, it was not good. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't what it said it is.
Mm-hmm. What did it say it was?
Fast too. Well, it says it's a cider. It doesn't taste like a cider. There's a difference between an apple cider and an apple juice. They taste different.
Yeah, but when it comes to alcohol content, it's all cider. There's no apple juice with alcohol content unless you leave it in your fridge for too long. Even then.
Yeah, then that's where it gets dangerous.
And then if it comes to apple cider vinegar, that'll get you really riled up.
That gets your balls floating. No, we're talking about crocodiles, or crocodilia, as you said.
Crocodilia.
Other animals with giant teeth, where if you saw that snout sticking out of your wall, you'd just pack up and move away right now.
I wouldn't be staying here tonight. I'll let you know that.
Yeah. You can take
Fortunately for me, they're not as smart as a mouse is, so I would not be in any immediate danger because I could just escape. But at any moment now, the thing could come busting through the wall.
You could also stop it with a roll of tape that you can't find.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Take that mouth shut, then it won't be a problem anymore.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, just wrap it around the mouth if you're good to go. Yeah, that doesn't work on mice. And they are decidedly larger than mice, even the baby ones. So it's easier to see them, and they're not as fast on land as a mouse is. So it's all up in the air. But yeah, we're here to talk about crocodilia. And
that's an example of ain't evolution a bitch. Like, oh yeah, we have one of the strongest bite forces of any animal ever, but we have a very hard time opening our mouths.
Yes. And also I learned recently, and you're going to hear a lot of things I learned recently. A lot of mammals like us have the ability to shift our jaw back and forth. Our video viewers see me do it. Picture like Sylvester Stallone, how he talks, how he moves his jaw to one side and the other.
Or how a cow eats.
How a cow eats, or how ruminids eat, like goats and cows, stuff like that. Crocodiles and alligators, crocodilia in general, cannot shift their jaw one or the other. It only goes up and down. So they can't grind their food up. They can only chew with an immediate rip, and then they swallow it whole. So their teeth are only to grip and rip, not to chew. They can't chew their food. They eat all their food whole.
I was actually thinking about this the other day. It's a good question.
Yes.
If you had to choose some other way of eating, that not the human way, what would you do? Because no matter what, you can't grab anything.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched a tortoise eat? That looks so frustrating. They take one little bite and just like go like this and try to get it down their neck.
I mean, that can't be the ideal way to eat. I think maybe snake, where you just open up your jaws and slowly consume the entire thing at once.
Over a matter of hours.
Yeah. And then you have to sleep for like a whole day because the entire thing is in your belly. Can't be nice.
I kind of like the idea of those seabirds that can just swallow like 5 whole fish.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's just gone. They go, hey, we should fly away now, and it'll do its thing.
It's just sitting. I mean, other stomachs are so much more powerful than human stomachs. Like, we have to chew so much to get the food down there. There's animals that literally have live animals inside their stomachs, and they're like, those will die. I already got it. I caught it. I did the hard part, which is put it in the belly. That's the hard part. That's it. Or how about
but like, they're not going to be able to drink 12 natty daddies in one night. And
no, certainly not. Morning. And if they were, it'd be more fuel for the animals inside their belly. How about maybe spider mode, where you liquefy their insides and drink it through a straw through your fangs?
after you tie them up for a few days.
Yeah, spiders don't chew at all. They just go. Could be something.
That's okay. Great animated sketch. It's 2 flies or one fly.
2 flies don't bother me. 2 flies don't bother me. 2 spiders
getting ready to do shit to it, and another fly comes and cuts them in half with a samurai sword.
Whoa. This is spray blood everywhere, like in the movies.
Yeah, and then he unties the other fly, and that fly shoots one of the spiders with a shotgun. And it's just the rape scene from Pulp Fiction, but it's flies and spiders.
Whoa. I'm glad that we got to use the word rape since Dylan's not here. It's been underutilized. That might be our
If he was here, it would have been 2 minutes in, not 10 minutes in.
I'm about to go medieval on their ass, says the fly to the spider. It's like more of like a nursery rhyme parable kind of situation.
We'll get that in the works for you folks. It'll be on our Patreon. But Joe, you had a very specific animal you want to talk about tonight, I believe.
I did, but I wanted to bring up crocodilia in general, which I think that alligators would have to argue that they would like to be called alligalia or alligalia, but they didn't get the name. Crocodiles get the name for the entire group of animals that look and act and have the same biology as crocodiles. They got the name. And I guess you guys probably know this from school or from, the Discovery Channel, whatever, but these guys have been around forever. When you say they look like dinosaurs, they're just dinosaurs. Like, they're from that time. Of course, they're not really dinosaurs because dinosaurs are birds now. But they have a common ancestor, and they are some of the... I mean, there's some sea animals like horseshoe crabs and all these weird ones that have been around for longer. But as far as animals that you could see like at a zoo, or you could have your kid name in like a coloring book, these are the oldest animals that are still alive. They existed in the late Cretaceous period, which you might recognize as when the fucking T-Rex lived. But I don't see any fucking T-Rexes, do I? I only see the Crocs. They're still around and in a big way. And some of the reasons why is because...
Croc of shit, if you ask me.
That's a total crock of shit. I think there's a couple reasons why they made it through all the eye of the needle, which is extinction events, because there's been multiple extinction events since then. Multiple ice ages, multiple comets and asteroids hit, I guess meteorites, we call them. They hit the planet. They made it through all that shit. They lived through all that, and they kept it pushing. I think one of the reasons is because they're simple, and they're not as big as dinosaurs were. They're not, they're huge. Don't get me wrong. We'll get into that later, how big they can get. But they're simple creatures, and they're ectomorphs, which sounds like a Ghostbusters type villain or like a alien creature. Ectotherms, I should say, not ectomorphs. Ectomorphs you can turn into anything. They have cold blood, which we call is cold-blooded, but it doesn't mean they're a serial killer, Dahmer style. What it means is that they don't use any of their body's energy to regulate their temperature. They use their environment to do that, which makes it really, really easy to conserve energy, because a lot of the energy that our body uses all the time is to keep our body at a constant temperature no matter where we are. So we can survive in the Arctic with a coat, or in the Sahara Desert with no coat. Our body is constantly using energy.
The two things you need to survive.
The two things you need. Coat, no coat. It's constantly using energy to maintain our body temperature, which they would die in both those situations. But luckily, they have two things that help them: the sun and the shade. And so that's what they're doing. Most of their day is consisting of going in the sun, going in the shade. I also learned this week that they eat so little overall. They eat a lot at a time. But much like many reptiles, all they need is one big meal, and they'll be good for a while. If we were alligators or crocodiles, the equivalent to what we would need to survive would be to eat one sandwich every week and a half. So they don't need a whole lot of food to get there.
Yeah.
And their bellies are bigger than one sandwich. So imagine if you could eat a fucking 6-foot-long sub. You'd be good for like a month and a half, and that's how their bodies work.
I don't even eating regularly, I don't think I could go a week and a half without eating a sandwich on top of the food I'm already eating. Like, I got to have a sandwich within a week.
At least one sandwich on top of the regular, yeah. But again, we could survive in a log cabin eating a sandwich every day with some water. They would die because they couldn't regulate their body temperature. So it's all trade-offs. Also, their brains are really stupid and they're basically machines. But anyway, we'll get into that maybe later.
like Croc you bought?
Like Croc you bought. Half cold-blooded killing machine, half cold-blooded killing machine. Exactly. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of do a little set dressing for us. Those crocodilians we're talking
about. Even
like
I've seen, it's rare instances because they're usually in warmer climates, but sometimes it does get really cold where they are because, climate and stuff. And when that happens, they just stick their snouts out of the water and let the water freeze. And they just sit there and go, we can still breathe. We're not
Just
burning any
maintain.
energy, so we're not going to die. Just live here.
Just kind of like go into a torpor state and just kind of like freeze yourself out. But yeah, it's so wild how they act. They mostly do nothing. And then sometimes they do something and it's vicious and crazy. We're going to talk about that today too. It's like 98% splaying out, full body splaying, not moving at all. And that's for a purpose. They're conserving energy because they don't know the next time they're going to eat.
I love seeing the videos like the underwater of how they flow through the water because you're like, oh yeah, they're like straight as the board. They're like, no, they're like water? This.
Yeah, they're like standing almost.
Their legs are down.
Yeah,
it looks like a dog standing on their back feet with their arms like this, but only
that's what they are. They look way scarier when it's just the face. Floats. You think it's like they're like swimming like a shark. No, they're like kind of like half standing like a toddler trying to get to the counter. They're essentially
standing on two legs.
Yeah, that big ass tail they got. So yeah, we thought we'd talk about some crocs today.
Wild.
So yeah, I wanted to talk about one croc in particular. Do you want me to start with him?
Yeah, let's go for it.
So yeah, did you want to talk about the difference between alligators and crocodiles first? Because we talk about that later. It'll be so out of place.
You're right. We probably should square that up.
Because if we do it later, it'll be like, why we care now? You know?
Yeah.
Because they are different.
The main difference is that you say "see you later, alligator," and in a wild crocodile. That's the difference between the two animals.
Yeah, and also like some of them like Miller, some of them like Bud, but I won't tell you which.
Yeah, and there's no catchy phrase for caiman.
No,
which is essentially just a different. It's just essentially an alligator in a different area. But.
Yeah, it's an alligator type animal that is smaller and not the same species. There's also a dwarf caiman, which I was like, how long does it take you to figure out that there's a dwarf caiman? Because every time I'd see that, I'd be like, that's a baby caiman. And then one day they go, I've been watching this guy for 20 years. Yeah. He's not getting any bigger. I think he's just like that. And then you have to find more of them
and count the rings.
Yeah. They had to figure out there's some that are just smaller. Like I saw the Chinese alligator. It's like maybe like 40 pounds. Like fully grown. It's just like this. I mean, not little, but like it's like a medium sized thing. It's as big as it gets. Weird.
There's also what the hell is it called? There's a type of caiman that's crazy. I can't remember the name of the thing.
The crazy caiman.
Crazy caiman. They have one where it's they have one. There is one where
we all have.
It's got like this really really skinny mouth that's super long.
Oh no, that's not a caiman. That's called a Ghirardelli or something like that. We'll put the name up here.
You're right.
I saw those at the alligator farm. They have like basically like a their head looks similar, but then their snout comes up to like a point, almost like a pair of like scissors or like tweezers.
Yeah,
same amount of teeth.
They're
but just like snapping tweezers.
They're the sawfish of alligators. Where you're just like, how does that make any sense?
I know, and it's like
but for some reason it works.
I think it does the same way that because they don't chew. I think it uses it almost like a heron that has a big long beak. I think it uses its jaws to just snatch fish, and once it catches them like a pair of tweezers, it just swallows the thing whole. So they're not gonna have to chew. And if you have a big wide maw, when you're closing it, all the water's rushing around you to kind of push it away. So it gives the fish a second to be like, oh, I got to get out of here. But if you just have a nice thin one, you can just kind of snap on it like a chopstick
snapper.
I believe that's why they evolved to have snouts that
the
are
Mr.
like
Miyagi crocodile.
Yeah. See you later, alligator. Mr. Miyagi crocodile. I think that's why, because they've also existed for not as long as all crocodilia, but those things are so specific. We'll put the picture up now. They're really weird looking. They look like they shouldn't exist. But yeah, it was cool seeing those. Their snouts are like maybe like 2-3 inches width-wise compared to like the fucking 1.5 that you'd get with like a fucking caiman or something. So yeah, pretty cool.
But the real identifying factor is the snout. The snout. Alligators have a wider, and crocodiles are more pointed.
Yeah, I also learned that you can also tell by the teeth. It's first of all the alligator's like a U shape and the crocodile's like a point. But when alligators close their mouths, you can only see their top teeth. And when crocodiles close their mouths, you can see top and bottom. So even if the shape doesn't fit you, you can kind of be like, oh, that must be a crocodile because their teeth on the bottom are still
I thought
showing.
you were gonna say like for crocodiles, they're not usually in the U.S., so their teeth look better because they have free healthcare.
That would be true. And I thought that was true for the most part. I thought that crocodiles didn't really exist in the United States. I thought we just had alligators, but we have both. They both exist in the United States. They're just not as common. And in other places like
In
Africa,
the hellhole down south.
hell yeah. In Africa, like crocodiles are like way more common, way more caiman even. There you go.
Cayman.
So there you have it.
So who is this specific croc you wanted to talk about?
It is a croc. Not a croc of shit, a croc of fun. His name, Gustav. Does he know that? I doubt it. But all he knows
he does.
is to
A
consume.
sophisticated boy like Gustav.
He knows how to consume things. So yeah, another fact about crocodiles that has to do with Gustav is that they don't have a limit to how big they get, really, that we know of. The limit when they stop growing is when they die. Basically, the bigger a croc is, the older it is because it's lived longer. The more they consume, the more they survive. They grow and grow and grow, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. So the biggest gators or crocs you're seeing, those are more than likely the oldest ones you're seeing, and the smallest ones are the tiniest ones. Unlike humans, where some of the oldest ones are some of the smallest because you shrivel up and become a husk of your former self. As your will to live leaves your body, so does your body mass and bone density. That's not true for crocodiles. Those things get big. And because they are reptiles, they live long as hell. They live a lot longer than a lot of other animals, too. Now, Gustav, they think...
And,
yeah, go ahead.
Like a lot of reptiles, the older they are, the bigger they are, the less they move. They're like, oh, it takes so much more energy to move now.
Yes, they
I'm going to sit here and just get one meal. That's where like the little ones are scrappy. Like, I get anything I fucking can.
Yeah. Much more patient.
As shown in the greatest game of all time, Red Dead Redemption 2. The big alligators, you can walk right by them. Yep. The little ones will chase after you.
Exactly. And similarly, the ones that are big enough to have survived that long, they're smart enough to know what to do. They're not stupid, because if they're stupid, they'd be dead already. So they know what the strategy is, what to do. Gustav might be the smartest croc I ever heard of, and we'll get into that as we go along here. They think that he's over 60 years old and still growing. So he's older than probably most people that you know this crocodile is. And he's not showing any signs of slowing the more he's growing and growing. They believed he hatched in 1955, but they're not sure. They never asked him.
Oh my god!
So that's an old croc.
Yeah, there was no birth records back then.
No, definitely not in Burundi, Africa, where he's from. His area of expertise and life is in the Ruzizi River in the northern shores of Lake Tanganyika. I won't say that again because I'm going to screw that up. But that's where he goes. The reason why I know he's there is because he's rumored to have killed as many as 200 to 300 people. I'm talking about humans.
It's a lot.
Not antelope, not fish. That's how many people he killed. And you know he's not just the digesting.
When we were talking about the elephants that killed like 10 people, that was a lot.
That was a lot. You mean Osama bin Laden, the elephant that killed 10 people in India? No.
Named after the Brazilian football player?
Mm-hmm. No, this guy, they think killed this many people. Experts on crocs think it's more like 60. They're trying to verify each missing person, but the people who live around there are like, no, it's way more than that. People go missing all the time. This guy snatches them up, and he's a mythic creature at this point. He got famous in the 90s. He was named by a herpetologist, which is someone who studies animals of this ilk. That herpetologist, Patrice, named him Gustav. That's when he got his name for the first time, so that's his name now. But he really got famous from the film Capturing the Killer Croc in 2004 on PBS, where they followed the tracking and capturing of Gustav, as well as interviewing local people who knew the legend of him. And you have to imagine, most people in the area are younger than Gustav. So their whole life, this guy's been around hunting not only every animal around, but human beings.
That's interesting, actually, that he got famous from a film in 2004, because later, I'll wait till later on, but I got to talk about a film from 2002 that has a very famous crocodile in it.
I would love
So,
to hear about that as we move on here for
so
sure.
Gustav is definitely the most famous one, but he's not the first. I
Right.
just want to set that record right now.
There's other famous ones too. I met one of them
2 years behind.
this past week, and I'll let you know about him. But his kill count is much lower on human beings.
What was it? Was it the alligators that Tiger King left in that building when it caught on fire?
Oh no, I would love to meet those gators and get their ear together. But no, I met a crocodile, and his name was Maximo. But we won't mention him now. That's a little teaser.
That's a good name.
Yeah, Maximo. So
Maximo.
Gustav, and again, these are estimations because no one actually got to weigh them or measure them, and we'll get into that later. But we don't. These are estimations. We don't actually know. But from what people can estimate, he's easily more than 20 feet long and weighs more than 2,000 pounds. That is a ton for all our listeners out there. He weighs a ton. This reptile, Gustav.
Two metric tons for anyone who's not in the U.S.
Yes, of course. He also, in the early 2000s, he was seen with 3 bullet scars in his head, which means he was shot at and survived, as well as a massive wound in his right shoulder blade, which might have healed in a year, might have healed in 3 years. Anyways, he has these wounds all over him from battle scars of being attacked by humans, probably.
Yep. This is just like a conversation we've had before where it's like, we get a little cut and we're like, oh no, like what are we gonna do? Like there's Florida river mud getting into my cut. What am I gonna do?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get dog shit itis.
Wild animals are just like a zebra is like, oh yeah, my back hip got cut by a tiger.
Yeah,
and it's hanging off.
Lion probably.
I'll be fine in like a couple of weeks. So I'll just keep going.
Or they won't. There's only 2 ways about it. They'll either be fine or they'll just die because it's only, yeah. It's like survivorship bias where you're like, look at that guy. His entire shoulder blade was separated and he still survives. It's like, yeah, he somehow 1,000 more crocodiles died when that happened because they got fucking
look at that guy.
Spot and mountain fever. Or they couldn't eat anymore. Like
look at that guy. He's a quadriplegic and he still shot somebody.
Oh, wow. Amazing. It's like that video, the lion that gets in the fight with the fucking buffalo or whatever. Its jaw broke and it's dangling down from its mouth. And the guy narrating is like, that lion's going to die. Because like you can't eat. You're just going to, that's it. There's no surgery and they give you liquid lunch for the rest of your life. Like you just die that way. And it's slow. It's slow and painful. It probably starved to death and not fun. So yeah, a lot of these animals are tougher than humans for sure. But also, there's survivorship bias. Most of these animals die when shit like this happens. If a catastrophic injury happens to an animal, it dies. And we can survive that because we have hospitals and all kinds of cool shit like that. But I hear you're barking, big dog. Why is Gustav hunting humans? Obviously, most crocodiles don't do that, or they'd all be famous for it, right? Humans are some of the most dangerous game.
The most dangerous game, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, think about it. You got your crocodile floating through the water, sitting on a nice hot riverbank.
Yeah.
And you see these things that are up. They're in things you don't even. You're like, I don't know what that thing is. It's a boat, but they don't know that. They're just dumb little crocodiles.
They don't know.
Like, why would I go after something like that? It makes scary noises. Like it's vibrations. It smells like shit.
Yeah, well, obviously.
It's like I don't know if it's the same for crocodiles and stuff, but sharks, they always say like they don't like the taste of humans. That's why they usually bite them and don't eat them.
Gotcha.
They'll bite and let go, like, oh, that doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
Too many, but why
would microplastics?
Why would a crocodile? Yeah, I was gonna say. And I was like, I think they're in everything, not just humans.
But mostly in us though, because we do consume a lot of it.
But so why would a crocodile go for humans, knowing there are easier targets around?
Yeah, they're easier targets and they're less dangerous. That's why most animals stay away from humans, not because they couldn't kick the shit out of us, because the juice ain't worth the squeeze, And humans, they're dangerous. Humans kill a lot of animals all the time, and they kill their habitats. And it's just most animals know you only attack a human if you're desperate and hungry, or if you're trying to defend yourself. You don't just kill them for sport, which they could do if they wanted to. Because we can't handle that shit. We can't handle the smoke.
Oh yeah, no, we can't do anything.
But yeah, most crocodiles don't hunt humans because of those very reasons we just mentioned. But Gustav does. And there's a theory on why he does, and he's killed at least 60, if not 200 and more. It's because he's so big now that he can't hunt agile prey anymore. He can't go after swift fish or like gazelles or antelope. He doesn't have the speed for it. He needs to use his powerful jaws and his big girth to take down larger prey, which means he attacks larger animals such as a hippopotamus, the most dangerous animal to humans in Africa, water buffalo, and of course humans, because they're
The
slower.
hippopotamus, which can swim like 30 miles an hour.
Crazy. And their jaws are almost as powerful as the fucking crocs. But yeah, so
Crocodile.
Gustav, he just uses his girth and his might over the speed because he can't catch fast things, but good luck tearing away from a 2,000-pound croc. Scream all you want, dude. You drag it to the deep. That's it for you.
Yeah, that's
And mammals are really bad at breathing underwater.
That is the animal world equivalent of like if you're going into a wood chipper, you don't want it to be feet first. If an alligator's biting you, it's like, please bite my head.
Please get my brainstem right away. I don't want to be here for much longer. No, or drowning while it's ripping your fucking guts apart. That can't be a good way to go down.
No.
I can't believe these
I don't want to
60
experience the death roll.
The death roll. No, yeah. Hopefully it ripped my fucking neck off. I think it's just going to grab my midsection, pierce all my organs, and drown me while I have a horrifying death. Reptiles, they're not... We talked about before about animals and how they kill people. Reptiles,
he died doing what he loved, complaining about chest pains.
And screaming into the
water. In a crocodile's
water.
mouth.
He took a nice dip, a little skinny dip with a croc.
He died doing what he loved, bleeding out in a parking lot.
Oh, he always loved doing that. This is his last time. He took it too far. So, although people say that he eats all his victims, a lot of the local people say that he sometimes just kills them and leaves them there. So it's hard to say if he's hungry or if he's just pissed off.
That's even crazier. He's just got bloodlust.
I don't know. Again, that goes against the idea of conserving energy. If you're not going to gain more calories, there's really no reason to do it. But maybe it's territorial or whatever.
Someday they're gonna find his den and see that he has scratch marks, and it adds up with every body they found.
That would be horrifying. and it just has like one tooth or like one like shin bone. He's like these are my trophies. I always cough up one bone to remember my kills. Gustav's
that one's a whole monster. Skull. Yeah, it's my favorite one.
I love that one.
I like to drink swamp water out of that on special occasions.
Yeah, he's swirling around like brandy in a human skull. No, Gustav's a monster. So I thought maybe we'd take our first break here, and I could finish the story of Gustav, and then you could let us know about some more crocodilia. Does that sound good to us?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Right on.
Right on. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Remember, if the
hit
water...
the flush sound.
Oh, flush.
Help me, my toothache!
No worries, I'm the crocodile dentist. I'll fix that smile, you crocodile. I'm the crocodile dentist.
Crocodile dentist.
Just grab and pull. There's quite a mouthful. I'm the crocodile dentist.
Crocodile dentist.
The game's crocodile dentist. Take turns pulling teeth, but don't pull the wrong one or he'll snap and you're out. It's a mouthful of fun, but don't pull the wrong one. I'm the crocodile dentist.
Crocodile dentist. Win!
I feel so much better.
Crocodile dentist.
From Milton Bradley.
And we're back at Toilet Wine. I have a very important announcement before we keep talking about Gustav.
The demon of Burundi. Sorry.
What do they call it? Not happy, sad, not sour and sweet. Both of those kind of work. Doesn't matter. I am drinking the very last Flying Dreams beer I will ever get my hands on right now.
Oh, this is a pivotal moment. I'm glad we have this on recording, because otherwise...
Emily and I have been talking about this for weeks for when I'm going to drink it, because it's an IPA. And the longer you let it sit, the worse it's going to end up being. I'm like, do I save it for this? Do I bring it here? Then someone won't appreciate it. And I went, you know what? I just got to have it on the podcast for my last time drinking Flying Dreams beer on the thing I've been doing for so long. It seems like I've always been doing this.
Hell yeah, man.
Drinking, I mean.
And now it's safe for posterity. If you ever wonder what your last Flying Dreams beer was, you have it saved for all time.
Oh, that's good.
Now that's a chunky.
That's a chunky. All right, Joe, I believe you had more information on this crazy beast, Gustav.
Gustav, of course. And I've been kind of for lack of a better term, forgive my French, pussyfooting around the reason why they don't know the actual specs of this guy or how old he is. And that's because of the next part of the story, the capture attempt. They want to capture Gustav. Not only do they want to have him stop
I
killing.
cannot wait to hear this. I've been watching a lot of river monsters lately, and I've been watching. You know, there's some
river
clips
monster
where they hook into giant. River monster he's become. You mean
he's become hard?
There's
Come what may.
Episodes where Jeremy Wade catches like 500, 600, 700-pound stingrays in rivers in Asia.
700-pound stingrays? Good Christ.
Little, yeah.
I didn't know they got that big.
They're mad. They're like 5 feet across.
Oh my god! Is there like manta rays and stuff? The big ass ones with the little fucking deedle boppers?
No,
just
they're
stingrays.
They're just round with a barb that's like 2 feet long.
That's wild.
And they're in like these little canoes, and they have a net. And once they catch, they get up high enough, they slip the net under it.
Yeah.
And pick it up just enough so it's still in the water, and they just boat it back to the dock.
Yeah.
And the scientists are there waiting for them, and they tape the barb down. They're looking at all this shit. They have a way to they weigh in all this stuff. Yeah.
You imagine how big a stinger on a fucking 600-pound stingray is? It's probably like a goddamn.
They're like 2
knife.
feet long.
That's psychotic.
It's like getting stabbed by a tent stake.
Oh my god, that's horrifying. Don't get hit.
That poisons you.
Yeah,
so I can only imagine how they went about capturing a 60-year-old crocodile.
Oh yeah, it can't be an easy task. Meanwhile, he has 3 bullet wounds in his head and he's still cooking. So it ain't as easy as pulling a fucking gun out and shooting him in the head. Obviously, tougher than that. So here it goes. This was featured in the film Capturing the Killer Croc, the experience of doing this. So they tried to capture Gustav over a period of 2 years. This is not a weekend in Burundi here. They're like, we got to figure out how to get this guy. And so they bring in a trap cage weighing 2,000 pounds, about as much as Gustav is. So it's like however much you weigh, that's how heavy the cage is. But it's made of steel, I imagine.
Yeah.
Rather than,
which most humans can carry their own weight.
Right.
Not necessarily for a long time, but
a good time.
They could.
Exactly right.
I'm carrying my own weight, not for a long time, just for a good time.
Just for a good time. Yeah, you got to carry that weight, Cowboy Bebop. But so also the cage was 30 feet long, so a little bit longer than they think Gustav is. That way he can fit in there. He can fit his little guts in there. And they located Gustav so they could find him. So then they installed and baited the trap, also placing a hidden infrared camera, because not only do we want to know...
Sir, how did you find him? It was actually easier than you would think. It's just an alligator sitting in a chair with the sign that says, Gustav, just try me.
He's waving it around and licking his lips.
He's clinking the bottles together.
Scientists, come out to play, yay! I imagine his voice is deeper than that because he weighs 2,000 pounds, but who knows? Actually, his voice probably sounds like this. Because they only hiss.
Yeah.
And they go...
That's about it.
Anyway, so they find him, they bait the cage. Several kinds of bait were used, but none of them attracted
Despite all my rage,
Gustav.
I'm still just some bait in a cage.
Exactly. And besides the camera, they also strategically installed 3 giant snares on certain banks to increase their chances of capture. Basically saying we put a big cage in the middle and put snares on the outer bank, so if he doesn't go for the cage, we'll get him on the outside. They caught a lot of crocodiles, but they're all not Gustav. They caught a bunch of smaller ones because he's too smart to fall.
All the dumb ones. Yeah.
All the dumb ones, all the small ones, not good enough. And they were about to give up the last week before being forced to leave the country due to civil conflict. So events are transpiring to save Gustav. This is his mythic form is growing. Like he can't be caught by any traps, and now he's inspiring world events to get these trappers away from him to save him for longer. The team placed a live goat in the cage. Now it's a big animal and it's alive. This is gonna get Gustav hungry like a wolf, or like a croc, rather. Duran Duran's second song. That's Duran Duran, right? Or that Flock of Seagulls?
What's their first song?
Hungry Like a Wolf. And Iran.
Oh,
And Iran.
That's
Iran's
Flock of
our
Seagulls.
biggest enemy right now. This will date the podcast. Just kidding. This will be evergreen. 20 years from now, it'll still be Iran. I'm pretty sure.
yeah. No, we already dated the podcast by talking about the quadriplegic cornhole player that shot his friend.
Yeah, we didn't say cornhole, but I hope people know that we were talking about. Hopefully, his trial will be going on by the time you listen to this, and hopefully, he's been convicted, or acquitted. But we can't get into that. If Dylan was here, we could do 25 minutes on the guy. How did he pull the trigger? I don't know. We can't get into it right now.
Dude, there's videos of him loading a pistol and shooting it at the range
with his nub. Did he just put it in That's wild.
It's like he has the pistol on his lap because he's a pistol packing mama.
Sure,
and he just like uses his nubs to push the magazine into the pistol and picks it up and holds it. And
does he have an extra big like trigger guard to get his?
It looks like a regular gun.
How is he getting it? He's just pushing the side of it? I don't know. I can't get into it right now. Maybe we'll do an episode on him when he gets to trial. But anyways, so they're about to leave the country because civil conflict is going on. And as a result of a thunderstorm, an act of God, or perhaps an act of Gustav, the mythic beast, the camera failed to operate. And the following morning, the cage was found partially submerged and the goat was gone. Well, how do you figure that?
Jeez, that's worst case scenario.
The team speculated the rising waters helped the goat to escape and the cage had failed, but without the camera recording, no conclusion could be drawn. That is the end of the capture of Gustav. He's never been captured. He's still out there right now, dude. That was in 2002? When did that come out? 2004? He's still out there. He's at large, and he's large and in charge.
He's large and in charge and chomping on your friends.
Yeah, but I should mention that just to conclude the story, and then I'll let you pop off, Queen. You are a pop-off queen, too. You love bottled vodka, plastic bottled vodka. That's cheap, very cheap.
Yeah, I got a bottle in my room.
Hell yeah, it is. So here's the rub. This is the last section of the story, sightings and possible death. Because, again, they think he was over 60 in 2000, the early 2000s. So he must be an old man by now, an old croc by now. In 2009, he appeared in the river again. So they were like, oh, it's confirmed. He's not dead. It's 5+ years later, and Gustav still remains. There's no mentions of him killing any more humans then. Maybe he figured, like, the humans have too many traps. I'm not falling for this shit. I already had to summon a thunderstorm in a civil war to get out of it last time. I don't want to risk it.
I'm running out of favors with God.
I think maybe it's just him. Or maybe
so you're saying Gustav the demigod alligator.
The demigod, the demon of Burundi, for sure.
He ate it. Oh, that's what it is. He consumed enough human souls that he got the power.
The power of godhood. Yeah, you have to. Humans can do that too, but you have to consume them all, consume all the souls. In 2019, the article about travel in Burundi, Travel Africa magazine reported learning that Gustav had been killed. It's not said how, where, or by whom. He was killed with no photographic evidence, leaving these claims very dubious. Larger crocodile species in the Nile had the potential to live the maximum from 70 to 100 years. So without any evidence and a silly claim in 2019, I am not inclined to believe that Gustav is dead. Wouldn't you take a picture if you killed Gustav? You could be famous and rich.
Of course you would.
They're
even
fucking
if it
lying.
Wasn't it wouldn't even have to be Gustav. There's
just a croc that big.
A very distinct history of humans killing a big animal and going like, I have to show people this.
That sounds like an absolute bullshit to me. And if a croc could live up to 100 years, a Nile crocodile, and Gustav has already shown his resilience through all the traps and attacks of it, I think there's a distinct chance Gustav is still alive, and I won't believe he's dead until they find the body. I say Gustav is still alive out there, and if you live in Burundi, you be careful of those waters. This guy is out for blood, and he can summon thunderstorms and tear people limb from limb and swallow them whole. And that is the tale.
To shreds, you say.
To shreds, you say. And that is the tale of Gustav, the most deadly, to humans, crocodile we've ever heard of. That's Gustav. There you have it.
What a man. What a man.
What a mighty fine man. There you have it.
Guy.
It's Gustav, man.
I think we should work on our Mount Rushmore of most dangerous animals and like
Oh.
specific animals.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll throw Gustav up there.
I think he deserves a
Osama bin
spot,
Laden,
at
the
least
elephant, is probably
nomination.
up there.
What was the other
Yeah.
one? I talked over you.
Osama bin Laden, the elephant.
Oh yeah, Osama bin Laden the elephant. Put him up there too. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's got to be
That'd be a
big
good one.
animals like that because they have to live a long time and they have to be capable of killing humans and not fearing them. Maybe those two lions, those ones that were hunting humans for like a couple of years on that trail there. I forget what their names are, but we talked about them before in the past.
Oh, in Las Vegas. Oh, those were tigers with Sigmund and Freud.
Oh, they didn't even kill him. He can't even be on the list. You're talking about Heavens to Murgatroyd, whatever that tiger's name was. You know what Sam calls the two guys who do the magic? Simon and Garfunkel. I was like, no, that's the other guys.
That's great. It's like there's that bit in Family Guy where it's the one that got attacked is in the hospital and one of the tigers shows up with flowers and goes, "Hey, again, I'm just really sorry about this. And it's probably a bad time, but like, should I get tested?"
It's a distasteful joke, and it's a great joke.
It's a great joke.
They all survived that.
I do want to talk about some other crocodiles for a second here.
Yeah, let's.
I'm going to lead off with potentially the most important crocodile in storytelling history.
Wow.
Now, I don't know if it's just in the cartoon that he's a name, or if in like the original story and the live action he has a name. I can't remember.
What?
I, of course, am talking about TikTok.
Oh, I was
The
going to bring that up.
crocodile
The
that
original
ate Captain
TikTok.
Hook's hand.
The
The original
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yes, please, Dom. Talk about TikTok. Oh,
You know,
at the alligator
for
farm, by
100
the way, they have not from Hook, but from the 2004 Peter Pan film, they have the actual head of TikTok from the movie on display.
That's awesome.
And I was like, this place is going to be cool. I can already tell. Please go ahead.
For hundreds and hundreds of years, scientists had the question, can you make Dustin Hoffman cry from showing him a clock? And the answer is yes, as long as he's playing Captain Hook.
Captain James Hook.
What an idea for this pirate, he has a hook for a hand. Oh, how did it happen? It's like, it's like sword fight or cannon blast or just like, scurvy. Like, no, it got bit off by a crocodile.
A gigantic
or alligator, whichever one it was.
crocodile. I believe he's a
And
crocodile.
it also swallowed a clock in the process somehow. Was Hook holding a clock? I forget how the clock happened.
I don't know if that's the detail. I do know that he did swallow a clock because when he hears the tick-tocks of the clock, it makes him very afraid. And he hates the tick-tocking because it reminds him of the most scary adversary he ever faced besides the Pan, which is TikTok.
The Pan, which was a cool twist in Hook where they were like, we caught the alligator and we turned him into a clock tower in the center of the town.
Yeah, and that was a fucking cool as hell idea. And then they kept up because
then it eats him again. Spoiler alert!
Exactly,
it eats him again.
Hook
Run
is a
home,
fucking
Jack.
masterpiece. If you guys haven't seen
That's
it,
such a good movie. You get.
I argue it's better than the movie Peter Pan by a long shot. There's a lot more going on.
Yes, it's so much better.
Peter Pan,
you get
obviously
Glenn
classic.
Close
Whatever.
as a pirate, you get Jimmy Buffett as a pirate.
Sure.
You get what's that guy's name?
The big boy, Lard Butt or whatever his name is, he turns into a cannonball and rolls down the fucking thing. I forget his name, but he's great.
Yeah, Dante
Robin
Bosco,
Williams
who voices Zuko.
as Peter Pan.
Yeah,
I mean,
Robin Williams.
What more do people
Dustin
want?
Hoffman.
Bob
I'm
Hoskins
trying-
is Shmee from Roger Rabbit fame. I mean, it's stacked. It's a stacked.
Bob
cast.
Hoskins is famous for three things: Hook, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and the Mario movie.
He would hate to be known for that. It's like Alec Guinness. You're Obi-Wan Kenobi. Fuck you. I was in 90 theater productions and 100 movies. No, you're Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No,
Aren't you
you're
Shmee from Hook? He's like, no, I'm a British theater
Yeah,
actor.
you use your earwax to stick someone's mustache out for them.
Yeah. You're
It's great.
Mario, right? He's like, fuck you. Sorry. Hook's a great movie.
That's like going up to Bill Murray being like, "Hey, Garfield."
It is just like that. I'd be like, well, I wish you wouldn't know me from that, but yeah. Weren't you in Zombieland Double Tap?
No, he was in the first. Actually, he might have been in both. I don't remember.
I
No,
never
they
saw
killed
the
him in the
second
first
one.
It's a. I watched it on the plane. It's that kind of movie. Great to watch on a plane. Never watched it anywhere else.
I can't stand Jesse Eisenberg, unfortunately.
But all right, but we're talking crocodiles.
Yep.
We got to bring up the greatest man of all time.
Oh, the GOAT.
Not talking
Can I say one
crocodile
more famous
Dundee.
Croc before we go on to him? Because I want to hit him hard.
Yes.
I met the famous Croc at the alligator farm, but there's Crocs there too. His name, Maximo. His weight, 1,200 pounds. His age, 55 years young. And they have him there.
55.
He's the star attraction. And they have all the other alligators and Crocs. It's like an enclosure, a little bit of water. You look at through like the plate glass or whatever. And all of them, there's no top. It's just that they think they can't get out. So you can like peer over. You can look down into there. And it's freaky to be that close to them. But they're not moving. They're just fucking sitting there. They don't get
an aerial view.
But they do have alligator food for the giant alligator enclosures. And you can throw alligator food. I've never fed an alligator before. I got to do that. That was kind of fun.
Wait, did they have like a machine where you put 25 cents in and you turn it and like a chicken wing comes out?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like the deer at the Southwick Zoo. So it was for alligators. You can throw it in. And the active ones are getting at it. And boy, did they not care about stepping on each other. I see an alligator step on anyone's face, fully step on his face.
They're in Florida and over 55. They're all active, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they're active. Well, Maximo is not active at all. He has the only tank where you can go aquarium style. You can see the top. You can't see shit, just water. You go underground and you see the full body. He's just sitting there 2 weeks away from your face. You can see his cold, lifeless eyes, but real. And he's floating there. It looks like a fucking car. And he's just sitting there, just not doing shit, just looking at everybody with one eye, with the mouth open. I was like, that's
waiting for someone to drop a goat in front of him.
Yeah. And in my particular group we were viewing, he was older than everyone I went to the thing with. I was like, holy shit, this guy's old. But again, like Gustav, they just get bigger as they get older. So yeah, Maximo, he's not the biggest Croc they ever had there. The other Croc, he is RIP. He did die. But they showed a model of how they caught that original Croc. But Gustav, not Gustav. You're not going to capture it. He's going to die in the wild. Maximo, he was a huge beast, and it was really cool to see him. I mean, the size of his tail, it looked like a child. It was really fucking crazy how big he was. But so shout out to Maximo. He's still with us. And as far as we know, never killed anybody, but is eaten a lot of chickens whole. And there you go. Or I think they call it chicken holes.
Before all birds.
All birds. Wow. Whoa. Okay.
Which I remember I've had chickens most of my life.
Sure.
And you see them, you're like, how come that chicken just shit on their food? It's because they don't know they're doing it.
The simplest explanation is Occam's razor. Why do they do that?
It's a reason why. It's a reason why birds just shit randomly while they're flying through the sky. Cloacas, they don't have control over it. It just goes, hey, get out.
When it goes,
and it's done.
I'm glad you brought that up because all the bridges at the alligator farm had bird shit on it. It had signs saying "Look up," and there was one gator, entire head covered in bird shit. It just sat there, just taking it. It had a white head and like a green brown body. I was like, that cares for getting shit on all day. Doesn't care. Does not care.
Oh man. Getting shit on.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm done with Maximo.
Before we get into the most important human that is involved with crocodiles,
right?
Because the way you're talking about Maximo,
yeah, Maximo.
Yes, the way you were talking about Maximo reminded me. There's this aquarium in Sarasota, Florida called Mote.
Mote.
It must stand for something. I don't remember what it stands for. MOTE.
Oh, it's an acronym.
And this was probably 15 years. How old am I? This was probably 50. We're just going to say 15 years and go with it.
Is it
15 years ago we were down there.
Massively overweight titties everywhere? Because that sounds like Florida.
Ooh, let's go down there and find out.
I just got back.
No. You weren't there though. Let's
I wasn't in Sarasota.
Podcast.
That's true. Yeah.
We'll go to Sarasota. We'll come back and let the people on the podcast know what we found.
Okay, I'm down.
Before
anyways,
we do
Moat.
that, at Moat they have, because it's just like the way you talk about Maximo, I was like, oh, this immediately reminds me of like what else? What did I see at an aquarium or zoo, something like that,
Yeah.
a farm?
Mhm.
That I was like, holy shit, look at that. That's big thing. They have in a giant tank that's like, 10 feet long, 20 feet long,
Mhm.
not that tall, but long, full of formaldehyde, preserved giant squid that washed up on a beach.
Whoa! I would love to see that. That's
It's
fucking awesome.
So fucking cool.
Oh my god, I would love to see that shit. I always want to see a giant squid.
It's one of those ones where you see it, you're like, whoa, look at that, that's massive. And they go, yeah, that's like, we were pretty sure that's a baby.
Yeah, if you can fit in a 10-foot tank, it's definitely not a full-grown giant squid.
It's nuts. It's like, you can see where like some of the, like most of the tentacles are still there, but some of them are like broken off and there's like not in the tank anymore and stuff. It's
so they just juice it with formaldehyde because they're trying to keep it as long as they can, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Does this smell in the room? It must, right?
No, I think it's capped off.
Oh, so that way it doesn't get all up in the air. Probably people get sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it doesn't get all up in your business.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was like 10 years old when I saw it, so who knows what it's like now, but
I don't know. But that's cool.
Yeah, damn,
Fucking
it's like 20 years. Yeah, it was so
love
fun. I
that.
want to go back so bad.
Hell yeah.
But no, we have to talk. Just, did you have anything else you want to add in? Then we'll do a commercial break before we get into the heavy hitter of the night.
No. Yeah, no. I think I'm good. I think I'm good on the Crocs. Just like they're impressive. They're crazy. And I just think they're so goddamn cool and horrifying. Definitely for sure.
Oh yeah, no, they are scary. They are so cool though.
And they're so old, man. Like not only their age, they're older than us when we show up and see them. It's like they've been around. They literally have been around since dinosaur time. It's crazy to me. I don't understand how. I mean, it's the closest you can get to seeing like what do dinosaurs look like. It's like that's one. Well, not technically.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, no, but that's like they're like
an animal that nailed evolution 200 million years ago.
yeah, and the shit's been changing, and they're like not changing. We're staying like this forever.
No, we're good.
We're good.
We
on
can
this.
always adapt. We don't have to adapt. We'll just eat something different.
Yeah. I mean, seeing these motherfuckers eat whole chickens and whole rats they were throwing in their mouths and they just dry up in the gullet, I was like, oh my god, these things.
Oh, so this is
they're dropping chickens and croc pellets.
You talked about the documentary come out in 2004, and I mentioned something from 2002.
Oops.
The movie from 2002, based on a very, very famous TV show from based on a man from Australia.
Mm-hmm. I thought you might be talking about that.
Do you remember in the movie, there's that really large woman that's trying to catch the crocodile? So she puts a whole chicken on a fishing rod and gets pulled into the water when it bites on.
I gotta be honest with you. I've never seen the movie from Soup to Nuts. I've only watched the show. I might have seen parts of the movie. But I watched the show religiously.
Have the movie on DVD.
That might be when I've seen parts of it. It's probably at your house growing up, but like I never owned it. I never watched it.
I think I watched it once.
And the show's not scripted, and the movie is scripted, which is that kind of threw me off. But
it's fully just them doing
But the show, and I'm sure the movie also phenomenal, just phenomenal.
I don't know if it is. I've only watched it one time, I think, and I remember
the show
just, like,
definitely
the ridiculous
is.
parts.
I stand by it.
Oh no, the show is top notch. There's no beating it.
Mm-hmm.
The Kraft brothers don't even touch that show.
The Kraft brothers, that's not Robert Kraft's sons.
Did I say Kraft?
Yeah, the Kraft brothers. Jeff Corwin doesn't have a chance.
Jeff Corwin. I was going to bring him up earlier, but I couldn't remember his last name.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying. I kept thinking Corbin, like
Corbin
from,
Dallas, Multipass,
Fifth Element.
Corbin, my man. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, there's been a lot of pretenders to the throne, but no one's taken over, and it's been, I think, 20 years. I think I'm gonna be the 20-year anniversary this year.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Wow. But yeah, we'll talk about that after the break. Crikey!
Don't hold the wine.
Let's go.
Did you I just went on Facebook to like get ready for your new message, and there's a picture of these guys standing on a baseball field with instruments, and I was like, hey, that guitarist looks familiar. And I looked left and I go, oh, that's Mickey. It's messy excuses. I don't know if they must have photoshopped themselves onto this. They photoshopped all members of the band onto a baseball field and said, opening day for baseball. That's it.
Send me that picture. Welcome back to Toilet Wine Flush Sound. We're back. We're talking about Crocs. We're talking about killer Crocs. And we're talking about crocodilia. Now, Dom wants to talk about one of the most famous figures in Croc history. And no, it's not, what's the hell's his name? It's not Dundee. I forget his name, though. Wasn't it like Bobby Riley or something like that? Mick?
Oh, the actor's name?
The actor, yeah.
It's
Hogan. It's Paul Hogan.
Yeah, I knew it was
some Irish shit. Anyway, yeah, it's not Paul Hogan, folks. He's not the real crocodile guy. I'm talking about the real Crocs getting really nitty gritty. I'm talking about Jeff Corwin style, the Krat Brothers style kind of shit. Dom, take it away.
Let me set the scene.
That was my Croc sound.
February 22nd, 1962. The world changes forever because Stephen Robert Irwin was born.
His middle name's Robert?
We're talking about the Crocodile Hunter. Crikey. The OG, the best crocodile person in the world. Not to mention, by far, the best nature show ever made.
Never
that
even
It's
close.
Not a documentary. It's not a documentary. It's a nature show. It's a different.
It's a show. He's done more for conservationalism and environmentalism than anyone you ever met, besides maybe David Attenborough. And even David Attenborough never gets out there and actually jumps into the
yeah. He's not as hands-on. He's not.
No.
He's not going to the Galapagos to look at tortoises and make sure their environment's all fine and dandy.
David Attenborough's never stuck his finger in any animal's ass. I know for a fact Steve Irwin's done it a multitude of times.
A million times.
For their own health. He doesn't do it for pleasure. He does it to help them.
I hope he's like the one person I know. I'm like, no, there's no way he's doing it for pleasure. He's doing it because he wants to help the animal. To be
Just
like,
for the love of the game.
All right, let's take this finger and yep, that's a male crocodile right there.
Exactly.
Pull that right out.
Yep.
He also, he the classic. He wears he wore R.I.P. Lord
Rip.
King, whatever you want to say.
Legend.
The classic safari man, like tan button-up shirt and shorts.
The khaki colored, but it's still shorts because it's hot out there.
He would go there multiple times on his show. He went surfing wearing that.
Of course he did. That's amazing. That's his uniform.
Right. He's like the main contributor. He's the reason that big zoo in Australia exists.
Big zoo?
Big
like
zoo.
Big
That's what it's
Pharma?
called, I think.
Big zoo exists
Big
because
zoo,
of Irwin.
Keeping her healthy, those motherfuckers.
How dare they save the life forms of the world?
But Steve Irwin, hell of a guy. I mean, just it's childhood, just childhood hero essentially. There's never been a point in my life
he's
where
on the Mount Rushmore for sure, especially because he did die.
Absolutely on Mount Rushmore
on the game.
Great Australian man. I mean, he would do the crazy stuff. Any animal. They would do episodes where like, oh no, he's swimming with these. He's swimming in the ocean.
Do not say stingrays yet. We're not ready for that part yet.
Did I say that?
I'm just saying, don't say it. That's what I'm saying. I say, don't say it. That's what I'm saying. Kangaroos.
No, there are those. What are those? The iguanas that swim into the ocean and eat kelp.
Yeah, sea iguanas.
I remember an episode.
They just called sea iguanas.
Yeah,
crazy. They can dive like 100 feet down and hold their breath. They're pretty amazing.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
He did a movie in 2002.
Which we've mentioned now 3 times. It might be good, it might be bad, but the show is good.
Yeah, there's a reason I brought it up, because I wanted to talk about that, and that's about all I have to say about that.
And he's not just into reptiles.
No, he's got a incredible story.
He'll do wallabies. He'll do whatever he's got to do. He's all animals. He loves all animals, but crocodiles are the most exciting ones. That's why he's a crocodile hunter. Not the crocodile hunter because he kills them, because he finds them and saves them from themselves.
He finds them and he helps them if they need them.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's just an incredible guy. He's got a great family. His wife Terry, they actually met because he was working at a zoo doing like the presentation, like, yeah, this is an animal. Like, the crowd of like 20 people watching. He's wearing the khakis, like this, and that. And then she, according to her, she watched him do the show and she was like, "Yep, I'm going to marry that man. And just went to go talk to him after the show.
Well, I mean, you have to imagine as much as it's like, yeah, you've seen people like that in zoos. Like I watched the guy last week feeding the crocs, and the alligators, the fucking chickens. He must have been the most charming, enthusiastic. Like, is that the reason why he rose above the zoo and became a fucking legend? Because like the guy had the personality, the knowledge, and like the passion for what he did. He's probably the best example of guy at a zoo showing you about animals. I mean, people like Jack Hanna used to bring animals on like talk shows, whatever. The guy was like bland and boring. He was smart, whatever. Irwin had those smarts, and he made it into like an exciting, entertaining, charming thing. Like tackling a crocodile in the river is way more exciting than him pointing at it and being like, "Listen to this." Blah, 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 blah. So everyone's like, listen to this, and now I'm going to be friends with him. Bah! You're like, oh my God, this guy's so excited.
Way down right up front that he's going to overreact to make you go, oh, and he goes, no, I'm just kidding, I'm fine.
It's the best.
It's the Crocodile Hunter show is the triple D of the animal world.
Clip it.
Guy Fieri going to restaurants is the same as and giving them free advertisement the same as Steve Irwin going to South America and giving free advertisement to the anaconda.
Yeah, the anaconda. Yeah, snakes too. Let's not forget about snakes. You wrap those things around his neck and go fuck. Have birds on his shoulder.
It's crazy. There's a clip of him on like a talk show, like a more like low quality morning show, and he's showing snakes and he has one like wrapped around his neck.
Yeah,
and it bites his neck while he's talking about it.
Oh my God!
And he just pauses, and they go, "Oh my God, are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, just hold on. I just got to try to get this guy off." Then he actually looks and he goes, "Can you actually zoom in with that camera?" And he watches the monitor, and they zoom in. And he just looks and goes, pops off, goes, all right, yeah, we're good. And keeps talking. Like, are you okay? He goes, yeah, no, it's fine. And just keeps talking about the snake. Like it's nothing.
The guy's
remain calm. Legend. Like hit the joint, it pops off. It's a non-venomous snake. It wouldn't be around my neck if it was.
Yeah. And he's like, this is a good learning opportunity for you to see what it looks like when a snake bites somebody. Like he's like thinking about the actual like education and the entertainment part of it. Not just being like, oh, my neck hurts. You know, fun guy.
He's freaking out, making it make the whole crowd panic.
Yeah, if he started screaming at a talk show, he could get like a fire code violation. What? Steve Irwin's scared? We should all panic.
If Steve Irwin was scared, I would have a panic attack.
Oh yeah, same here. I'd be like, if he's freaked out, we need to really be panicked at this point. Like, this is bad.
He'll hop on the back of a 15-foot long crocodile for no reason.
Yeah. No problem. Wrestle that thing in the water, in their domain. He doesn't wrestle them in front of an audience on a sand pit. He'll jump in the river where they live and be like, I got him. Give me a second. It's like, you could easily be toast jumping in their fucking domain.
Then he gets it up on shore and sticks his finger up its ass.
He's like, look at that. It's a male.
They're always males. It's like who's that guy? It's like Sigmund Freud when he was working to
Siegfried and Freud,
where he was checking
or Garfunkel. I can't remember which one it is.
The eels to check to see if they were males and stuff. He like killed them all and went, these are all males, and they went, no, they're not.
Fucking hack, complete hack. Not Irwin.
Oh, man.
Opposite of a hack. Complete professional.
No, Irwin's the best, and it almost like it. Watching the show as a kid, I never noticed the family aspect of it so much. I was just like, wow, look at that cool animal. You go back and look at, you get his two kids, Robert
and
Irwin,
Bindi.
Mm-hmm. They were there. They were babies, and they were around animals.
Oh, they
essentially grew up at a zoo. If We Bought a Zoo was a good movie starring Steve Irwin instead of Matt Damon,
would have been. That's what the Crocodile Hunter movie should have been. Instead of Surfing USA, whatever the fuck they made out of it, they should have made it We Bought a Zoo and just follow them like a reality TV show in their life. Yeah, their kids are amazing too. Obviously, we're kind of bearing the lead here. They lost their father when they were very young. We'll get into that maybe a little bit, but they grew up and they still love animal conservation. They could have been like teenage rebellion, but like they grew up on it so much. They both grew up to still love animals. The daughter grew up to be an absolute hot sex pot. completely hot as hell. And then loves animals, also very sexy. And the son, complete sex pot, dude. I mean, he's charming as hell like his dad. He just won Dancing with the Stars because he's like, I don't know, I love animals. I'm in good shape. I like to dance around. I mean, the family's amazing. And the wife, out of respect for Steve Irwin, never married a stingray. I'm sorry to bury the lead, Dom.
So she's not a firefighter's wife, is what you're saying.
Not a firefighter's wife. Yeah, in the animal community, they call them stingray chasers. Stingers. Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to just, I know I jumped on your thing with it, but yeah, the family's amazing and it's so wholesome.
Yeah.
The Robert might be the second coming of Steve, which we don't need it, but we do deserve it, and
we don't need it, but we're very happy to have it.
We're happy to have
it.
Yeah.
That's let's just rip the Band-Aid off now. September 4th,
we don't deserve it. We do need it. I said the opposite way. We don't deserve it, but we do need it. We do need a crocodile hunter in our life, and maybe it is Robert Irwin. And maybe
he's the hero we don't deserve, but we do need.
We do need, exactly. I said it wrong. Because I'm glad he went Dancing with the Stars, not because I care about that, but because maybe he can get some more eyes on saving the animals on our planet and our animal planet. And if one of the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives ladies won, I don't need that to happen. I need Robbie Irwin to win, and we need to donate money to save the fucking sea turtles or whatever we need to do. I'm down with that. I think America agreed with me. And that's why Andy Richter didn't win, because he couldn't dance, but he is charming.
Andy Richter was on?
Same season.
Wow.
I watched 2 whole episodes when we were in New York, and I was like, wowie, is Andy. And Andy didn't get voted out because America loved him so much. He's a bad dancer, but they just liked him. But Robert Irwin could dance.
That must have been really hard for him having to lead for the first time in his life.
No, he was still following. He was the girl. Sexist.
He was just dancing with Conan.
Yeah, Conan was twirling him and dipping him and everything else. Their chemistry was unparalleled. But yeah.
Only the good die young.
Yeah.
September 4th, 2006.
My 9/11.
This was the first celebrity death I knew about.
This was on Labor Day. We were at the Labor Day parade when we found out about this. I don't know if you remember that, but you were there too. We found out at the Labor Day parade in Marlboro that Steve Irwin had passed on to the Great Rainbow Bridge.
Stabbed in the heart by a stingray he was swimming over.
And of course,
got him out of the water,
joke,
got him in the boat.
A croc never got him because he's not the grizzly man. The grizzly didn't kill him. A stingray got him. And if it got him anywhere else, he would have been fine. They got him in the heart.
They were far enough out. They didn't have enough time to get him to shore before he was dead before they got back to shore.
Wild. Stingray took out the crocodile hunter. And the groundswell after that, because he was such a light character, everyone loved him. And they were like, fuck stingrays. Let's fucking kill all the stingrays. And all the true fans knew right away, the last thing that Steve Irwin would want you to do is to blame that stingray. He would go, it's just doing what stingrays do. And I was in the wrong place.
He would have said, it's my fault. I shouldn't have been where I was.
Of course. I mean, anyone who was mad at stingrays and wanted to kill stingrays after that, I get your passion. I get your feeling. I get the feeling of revenge and vindication for Steve's life.
It's a lot like the year, what was that? 2009, I think it was. When swine flu was tearing through the nation.
Yeah.
Across the world.
Yes.
And they had to have a really strong push to be like, no. It's called H1N1 because people in third world countries were killing pigs. They thought that swine flu came from pigs.
Just to kill them.
You're killing your livestock for no reason.
Don't do that. Yeah, exactly. But even more so, he dedicated his entire life to the conservation and propagation of animal species, and to kill an animal because of what they do. I think that more than anyone else in his position, he knew the risks. And not that he would like to leave his kids behind. Obviously, he didn't want to do that. But like that's always been part of the process. And he would hate the idea that people would hunt down and kill animals for revenge against him. I mean, if anyone would be against that, it would be Steve Irwin. So I think that his kids know that if they've grown up. But I'm sure they've got a lot of animail about
once they got a little older and they were able to do some stuff on their own. Steve Irwin's family popped right back up.
Mm-hmm.
Right into our lives again, and Robert and Bindi are just especially Robert, he just fully took over where Steve left off.
He's just
There's
a
that
little
amazing
Steve.
picture.
I
He
love
works full ever since he was a teenager. He's worked full time at the zoo. His dad helped start.
Yep. And
But
that
there's
life
that
insurance
great
policy
picture.
probably paid out great, but it probably cost a shit ton of money. It's like, if you pay us $100,000 a month, we'll pay you $10 million. Like, okay. Like, imagine the life insurance on the crocodile hunter. It must have been expensive as all get
And
out.
the insurance company's like, he's a crocodile. He's never gonna die at work. Like, shit.
Right. But obviously they're like, but he might, so pay us the full insurance policy every year until he dies. It's
Yeah.
like being a 10-time DUI teenager. Your car insurance is going to cost your car payment every day until you die. Like, they want,
And
they
then
know
make
you're
you
gonna
pay.
get it.
They make you pay the whole year up front.
Exactly. You know, the crocodile hunter's life insurance must have been way more expensive than like some like accountant in Manhattan or something like that, you know?
Yeah. It
They
was probably
definitely had
his insurance was probably 5 times the cost of Terry's insurance.
I would say
She
so.
usually stayed back near the camera, and he was like, "Let me go wrestle this bugger right
Yeah,
in the water."
she was
there.
like knowledgeable, but she's like, I'm not gonna jump in there. The fucking Crocs. That could have been the end of me. But I'm glad it didn't. I mean,
but
who would
there's
have
that-
been worse to lose both your parents, Grizzly Man style? Fuck that.
That'd be rough. There's this the really good picture,
Which
that
incidentally
shows
is my
me up
favorite
on the screen.
position. That's just, you know, it's the kind of podcast it is now. My favorite position is
I feel
bringing
like
my
I'm trying- I feel
girlfriend
like
to Alaska.
I currently feel like I'm trying to say something, but Dylan's here, so it's not happening.
Okay, I'll shut up. Had to get it in. Which is my second favorite position.
Then Joe's least favorite position, is it in?
Yeah, I have a 5-week stay on that coming up at the Is It In after I get kicked out of the Fitzwilliam Inn. Then I'm banned from there for life.
The good old Fitzwilliam Inn. There's a very famous picture that Joe is going to put up right now
Bingo.
of Robert and Steve Irwin feeding at a show at the zoo, feeding the same crocodile like 20 years apart from each other.
Yeah, Crocs. Wow, damn, I've never seen that before.
And it's like they stack the pictures. They look exact form. They're wearing the same thing, feeding the same crocodile. You can see the crocodile's a little bit bigger, but it's the same one.
older
It's like,
and
yeah,
bigger.
he's literally just continuing exactly where his father left off. Exactly as he would have
It's like
wanted.
Fallout, dude. Tagline comes up, everybody loved that.
Everybody
Doesn't
loved
like that. It's amazing. I'm in love with this family and their passion for animals. It's amazing. And the
It's
carrying on.
fantastic.
So I hope that Bindy's kids can carry on the passion, even though she's not as integrated into the Croc world as of right now.
Now, if I remember correctly from the more modern show, she was working more with the mammals,
Yeah,
where
sure.
Robert was like snakes, spiders, crocodiles, everything, in
And the red
between.
balloons. But Robert will probably adopt some baby because he's definitely gay, right? I mean, come on, he won Dancing with the Stars.
What? Because the shorts?
No, the Dancing with the Stars victory. No straight man can win that. It's a joke, people. I'm sure he's straight.
Has it
Break
happened
the
before?
heart. I don't want to break the hearts of 1.5 million elderly women who watched that show and fell in love with Robert Irwin.
It's like when Josh Kiska from Great From Fleet came out as gay, and tens of thousands of women across the internet went, "No, he wouldn't be with me though." And it's like, imagine if a guy said that to a woman that came out as gay, you'd kill us.
Exactly. But guys do say that, though. They go, that dumb lesbian, she didn't get dicked down hard enough. It's like, you're a sick fuck. Shut the fuck up and stop talking. No, but I don't think Robert Irwin's gay. He's just, it's just funny that he won Dancing with the Stars.
He's
But,
he's eccentric.
But I would like to think, not that this is their obligation, but I would like to think that the next generation of Irwins can carry on the torch because the world is a better place because the Irwins are doing what they do. So I hope they keep doing it.
I would be very surprised if they didn't raise any of their kids
Yeah, I would think so.
on the same exact values.
I would think so. I mean, not only has it done well for their for animals and environmentalism worldwide, it's also done well for the bank accounts. I mean, obviously, their family's done very well with that, and not that they're all about money, but like it's like growing up in like an acting family. It's like,
It
hey,
helps
look at,
though.
yeah, it's like, hey, we have a boat, we have a mansion. It's because dad does this. Don't you want to do that? And then you learn how to do it. You do it. You know, it's a sort of what's her name? Maya Hawke. It's like, yeah, of course you're gonna want to do it, be an actor, and she's very talented at it. But it's like, yeah, wouldn't you want to grow up in it and do what your parents do? Look how it got them. I would say that Steve Irwin's work is a little bit more altruistic than Ethan Hawke and Uma
It's like
Thurman.
Ron and Clint Howard.
It's like Ron and Clint Howard when they had their kid together and how he's now an actor.
and their kid was born with no hair.
Yeah, and to be wild.
Because to be fair, I know it's the
Please
famous
be
one. Clint
fair.
Howard's got the horseshoe hair, nut bald on the top.
Yeah,
Ron Howard. The reason people think that he has hair is because he always wears a hat.
right.
He's definitely bald underneath there too, just like Bret Michaels.
But also, he was famous as a child and as a teenager for having a big head of red hair. So people just picture him with red hair. He's as bald as Clint. He definitely is.
Yeah.
You know? And you know what?
at least
Billy
Clint's
Joel
man
said,
enough to own it.
only the good
Only the
bald
good-
young. So,
I don't know about that one. I don't know. Is that the words? I don't know about that.
well, he might have been incorrect about that, but that is the words. Yeah, I'm almost certain about that. Yeah.
All right. So you got any last things to say about anything from the crocodilia family?
No, I mean, I almost want to save my thoughts for final thoughts, but we don't do that in this podcast. But I think I basically said it already, where it's just like, I think they're fascinating animals. They're terrifying. I am not comfortable wading in the still waters of the Florida swamps or anywhere else like that. I mean, I want to go kayaking in Florida, but I am very scared of the gators getting me. And unlike Gustav, Florida gators are not known for attacking people. You're much more in danger from a person attacking you in Florida than a gator. So you should be more afraid of the people, like the gator should be. But I think
excuse me, sir. Why did you shoot that man? I thought it was a wild animal. He's wearing a tank top and he's in an orange kayak. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that, wow, that animal's really evolving. I should kill that thing.
kill it now. I'm going to eat it for dinner.
Sir, you shot a 10-year-old boy. Nah, I don't think I did.
I think that was a dwarf caiman. I'm almost positive.
The teeth didn't look right.
We hopped in my pool with floaties, and I go, no, we don't wear floaties in this pool. Kachuga, kachuga.
Good sugar.
Yeah, no, just basically, I think any animal is fascinating, and just being able to be alive alongside these fucking dinosaurs is so goddamn cool. That being said, never want to work with them, don't want to feed them, don't want to encounter them in the wild. I like to observe from afar and appreciate them, like so many other animals. So I'll never be an Irwin, but I will be a Joe. And that's all I have to say about that.
I would love to feed an alligator.
Would you? I don't think I'd like to do it. I mean, I did feed him. I fed them
under the watch of trained professionals, of course.
Sure, yeah, I get that. But what I'm talking about, I fed them.
I want to hold
pellets.
the baby alligator. I want to do all that. I want to feel their scales. And
I don't want to hold them
so bad.
I fed them in the way you feed like I threw it down like 10 feet into the water, down in the ground. I'm talking about I don't want to hold the chicken and then go, oh, come grab it from my hand.
You fed them in the way you feed your grandmother because your mom made you do it.
Throwing pellets at her head. That's how I want to feed him. I know I don't want to do the thing where like the guy in the show is like literally holding it up, the chicken, the whole chicken, and then when it jumps up, he pulls his arm up because he doesn't want the gator to grab his fucking arm and pull him in the water. I don't want to be that close to them because they are fearsome beasts. Not to mention that bite force. It said it feels like when they bite down like a truck landing on your arm. That's too much weight.
Bite force trauma.
Oh yeah, bite force trauma. I have
good band name.
I have TikTok trauma like Captain Hook. Tick 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 boom.
Tick 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 boom. Saliva. All right. Let's take our last break and get ready for our toilet wine toast, and we'll
You're the boss.
We'll send our friends and family and subscribers home with something good to think about tonight.
You got it, Chief.
Let's go.
Well, folks, we've talked about a lot of different animals on this show over the years. And, Gustav is one of the few that I wish I kind of want to meet in person. Not too close, of course.
Not within reach.
Just the right amount of distance. I want to social distance meet Gustav. Is what I'm trying to say.
He wants you to be social meat. No distance.
But it's we're doing toilet wine here. We're not doing the DJBP. It's Joe and I like to act like this is a better show, but we know what the better show really is. It's called the Joe Rogan Experience.
And sign up now. They need the
The one thing
listeners.
that
They're
they have, the
struggling
one thing
right
that
now.
we have that they don't is that we do this special little toast at the end of toilet wine with our own homemade toilet wine that we every time that we've mentioned making toilet wine and how we have to record it, we do it and just forget to record it. So don't forget that, folks.
Also, it's a secret
we gotta
recipe
do-
and it's proprietary knowledge. So if we showed them how to do it,
it's kind of like the Coke recipe. Like Joe has half and I have half. That's why we're never in the same
Yeah.
room. That's why we're
we
always doing
share a line
on
together in the bathroom.
Zoom these days. What'd you say?
So we share a line together in the bathroom. The Coke recipe, right? You do half, I do half. We each share
Yeah.
a nostril.
We do a couple of dick dingers.
How'd you know my OnlyFans handle? I deliberately hid that from you.
Life finds a way
Oh,
to Joe's OnlyFans.
surprise Goldblum. Love it.
So we got to do our little toast that we got to do, and I think we got a good one this time.
Brave
This might be
little
one of the
dipster.
best ones. This might be the best the little tipster. This might be the best toilet wine toast of all time. Because Joe, we're toasting to Steve Irwin,
To Steve, to the
the
crocodile
man, the myth, the
hunter.
legend.
Absolute legend.
I tell you,
The Mount Rushmore of decent
that's
human
good
beings.
stuff right there.
Absolutely.
Join us next week for top 10 decent human beings.
Ooh, that's gonna be an adversarial list.
Can we
here.
think of 10? Maybe not.
I don't know. They just found out that Cesar Chavez today used to fucking molest kids. So really, it's dropping like flies, folks. Get your votes in now before you find out your hero is
Who?
actually a pedophile. Cesar Chavez. He was huge in Latino rights and migrant farmers in America for years and years and years. His birthday
never
is
heard
a
of him.
big Latino holiday, and it's not going to be celebrated as feverishly this year as it has in the past.
Yeah. Some people still will.
I'm just saying, thank Christ that we found out that Mr. Rogers never fucked kids, because they're dropping like flies here, folks. Never meet your heroes.
Yeah, that'd be a rough one. It's only a few. I mean, hey, even Dave Grohl cheated on his wife and had a baby out of wedlock.
Even Dave Grohl gets his dick wet every once in a while. So really, get your votes in right now while you still can, before you find out that Mary Todd Lincoln was a fucking heroin addict. Not a character flaw. Not a character
And
flaw.
with that, thanks for drinking our toilet wine. All right, so
Alligator hiss
what were you-
sound.
what-
Huh? Alligator hiss.
at
sound.
one point, you got to put in the noise of the baby alligators where they sound like laser guns.
Pew,
You heard that?
pew. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I get alligator hiss sound, laser gun, baby gators, and then what was the other one? I forget what it was. Oh yeah,
the other one is
messy excuses in the
eraser
field
gun.
saying happy whatever fucking day. What was it? Happy Easter? It couldn't have been that, right?
Or just find a video of like the people that like bring the 20-foot long yellow boa to a school and starts wrapping around a teacher. And they go, "No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine."
What are you
Even though
hitting
the
on
teacher
me?
is like,
I have a snake trying to kill me.
Can it be both?
And with that, thanks for drinking our toilet wine. They both grew up to still love animals. The daughter grew up to be an absolute hot sex pot. Completely hot as hell.
Carry their own weight.
Right.
Not
of them can.
necessarily for a long time, but
a good time.
they could.
Exactly right. There was one gator, entire head covered in bird shit. It just sat there just taking it. It had a white head and like a green brown body. I was like, that gator's been getting shit on all day. Doesn't care.
The Crocodile Hunter show is the triple D of the animal world.
Clip it. And the wife, out of respect for Steve Irwin, never married a stingray. I'm sorry to bury the lead, Dom.
the thing I've been doing for so long. It seems like I've always been doing this.
Hell yeah, man.
Drinking, I mean.